This guy only likes movies within a certain time frame.
It's like a 7-year window that he enjoys.
Yeah, movie was a week old. Hated it. Gross.
Oh, it's 7 words.
Black Rock Cafe also has like a haunted-esque drink
Yeah.
that I almost got for the podcast, but then I thought by the time we recorded, it'd be too watered down,
Yeah.
so I didn't get it.
Is it watered down in the sense that it's iced? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's got to be a perfect temperature to put ice drinks in to keep the ice cold and the liquid
Liquid.
yeah, the liquid not solid.
I mean, it's probably 32 degrees. Or
It's 32, yeah.
I mean,
So the temperature that ice water has, I don't know about ice drink is 32 degrees. So I think if you keep it there and you don't shake it, it should retain its liquid.
or you just keep your drink as the temperature you want, and then put that in a thermos,
Yeah.
so you don't have to put ice in it.
That's true. There's multiple ways, John. Next time, baby. That's gonna be our new slogan. Next time.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I didn't even write mine down, but I know it in my head.
Okay.
I hate old movies.
I hate old and new movies.
There we go.
There.
You're not supposed to spoil it.
So we watched Beetlejuice, both of them. Why did we watch these movies?
Oh, Beetlejuice came out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we had to watch the first one, so we watched it.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
Is there any reason why we had to watch Beetlejuice, or it was just a new movie?
It's a
or?
new movie.
Just
right?
another sequel of an old movie to watch.
Yep.
Hmm.
Trying to stick in the popular stuff, keep up with the new stuff that we can bear.
Is this? I know like there's a lot of Beetlejuice stuff out there. Is this more like popular? Or is it more like cult-ish?
Cult classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a cult of Beetlejuice.
I
but
think it's more nostalgic
yeah.
factor than cult factor.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think so.
What's the
wonder.
difference? Okay.
Okay.
Because I think Beetlejuice is more of a household name compared to Kung Pao, for example.
Shouldn't be that way.
I know, but that's what I'm saying
You
is
guys
the
are wrong.
difference. That's what I'm saying is the difference between a household name versus
All right. In the
Cult classic.
comments, Master Payne or Beetlejuice? Who wins?
the guy with magic, probably.
Or the guy with the alien army on this side? I don't know.
When you said Kung Pao, for some reason I really thought Kung Fu Hustle. I don't know. That should be.
That's a good movie.
That's
That's
a, lot,
a good movie.
Yeah. Anyway, any thoughts before watching either of these two movies?
I've never seen the first one, so
You've
This-
never seen the second one either.
well, yes, but I've never seen the first one before this viewing. So
Never seen the second one before this viewing either.
okay, thank you, Mister.
What about you, Jesse?
I
LI's guy.
I remember seeing I remember seeing the first one a long time ago, but I was always sort of afraid of it as a little kid. But I really haven't really wanted. I haven't wanted to watch the first one. I don't know why.
Mhm.
It's just I feel like it was a movie I wasn't really gonna like in particular. I think Tim Burton has a certain style that you either really like or you don't really care for. And from what I've seen,
You don't really care for it.
I don't really care for it. But I think his Batman movies are interesting.
Mm.
But I know some people don't like those,
Mhm.
so it just depends.
Okay.
And The Nightmare Before Christmas, that's a Tim Burton
Nightmare, yep.
movie, right?
What did he say?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't know why I heard. Dude, I'm like off.
I thought he heard something.
I might have
yeah.
mumbled.
I heard Land Before Christmas.
The
Yeah.
Land Before Time for
Yeah.
a Christmas
you
Story.
mixed them together.
I assumed what he meant, so
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that heard that.
I just went with it.
Leave in the comments below what I actually said.
I mean, whoever edits this, they could hear.
You can hear so much more when you're actually editing the videos than when you're just the three of us. Like,
When the sound's actually in your ear.
I feel like you hear a lot of things that I just mumble under my, and then.
You're like, oh, that's what he said.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna go over the details for both of them. They are both directed by Tim Burton, as Jesse said. I didn't like the taglines for either of them, so I didn't put them in here.
Yeah, the first one was weird.
Yeah.
Once you've seen one ghost and something about this house, and then
Yeah.
you haven't seen them all,
Yeah. Yeah. The first one had a budget of,
What?
I don't know, dude. The first one had a budget of $15 million. The second one, $100 million.
That's pretty reasonable for today's like blockbuster movies.
Yeah, but
Still a lot.
it's still a
That's
lot.
Still a lot of money.
The first one was released in March 30th, 1988. Excuse me. This one was released September 6th, 2024. Run times of 1 hour and 32 minutes and 1 hour and 45 minutes. Rated PG and PG-13. Box office worldwide of $75 million and $265 million.
Wow.
yep.
For the
Yeah.
new one. Oh, wait, the 75 is for the old one, right?
No.
Wait, no, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm assuming you're reading them in order.
I am. And then the first one is on Max. Did you know that?
Nope. I think about it a while ago.
Oh, because when you said that you had finished watching, and I was like, that's good, cool. Like, but I had watched it on Max already, so.
I think
Oh.
were you trying to watch it yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
and then I was like, I think I have it on DVD, so I went through all my DVDs. I'm like, I don't have it on DVD. I
Yeah.
gotta finish it really quick.
You could have watched it on Max.
I didn't know. I didn't look it up.
And then the second one is in theaters, so
Watch it or don't.
yeah. I mean,
If you like Tim Burton,
if you like the first one, you should definitely watch the second one because it's a lot more of the same. But me personally, you don't have to watch either.
No, I'd say watch it when it comes to streaming or on DVD
Yeah.
or something
yeah,
for the second one.
There's nothing fancy going on.
No.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into our legendary sips. 6-word summaries of both movies.
or salad sips or drink.
Oh, jeez, I totally missed
Which
that
ones?
out. Did I say legend?
Yes.
Did I say game?
Ah,
It's
jeez.
been a long day.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into our drink first.
Oh, okay.
Please cut.
I was like, is the legendary sips our drink?
I can't reach my cup. I don't know why I put it so far. Go ahead, Albert.
Okay. We've
get it for you.
Jesse picked up a Fanta
Ow.
Haunted Apple. It's the official Beetlejuice movie partner. Woo!
Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna?
Fanta. It's a spiced apple soda, so that will be interesting. It's very green.
Very green, ectoplasmic green.
That would have been bad.
Oh, that's really bad.
Ooh. Not something I want to smell too often.
Smells like cinnamon and straight sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, cinnamon out of something green is weird.
This is my second time tasting it. Me and
Second.
Nicole opened one and she's like, taste it. I'm like, oh, okay. And to me, I said this the first time. I'm going to say it again. It has a hint of Dr. Pepper in it.
No, it does not.
Yeah, there's
No,
a
I mean
hint of
only because Dr Pepper has spices.
so many flavors.
It has spices, and this has spices.
But I taste
That's
Dr.
the only resemblance.
yeah, but
To
it
me,
doesn't taste
tastes
like.
medicine.
The aftertaste does taste like medicine. But there's somewhere in between the first initial taste and the last taste, there's like a quick little bit of Dr. Pepper in there.
I mean, I like root beer and sarsaparilla, so I like that, like spiced flavor. And this tastes like if it was like a spiced apple cider, but way more sweet.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm okay with it. It's just too sweet.
It is very sweet.
I don't like it.
But it's just soda nowadays. I just drink less of it.
I give it a 2 out of 5.
But
Not good.
I give it a 1. I would never drink this again.
What if I paid you $20 to drink the same amount again? Would
I
you
just
do
said
it?
I would never drink this.
Even for $20?
I would like the price raised.
What's the
If
lowest?
if I just make a statement like I'm never gonna drink this again, $20 isn't gonna move me.
Well, I mean, $1 million wouldn't move you if you said never again.
$1 million would move me.
But then it would be again.
Yeah.
It has a little asterisk.
It has a little asterisk.
There's always a
If
price.
conditions are met.
Exactly. There's always a price. Like
What's the lowest to drink? To drink a whole bottle, how much would it take? A whole bottle. How much money would you take?
How much money would you be willing to spend?
I'm not giving you any money, but if I was rich, would you do it for $5,000 for a whole bottle?
Easy.
Easy. Like, why
Yeah.
are you hesitating?
But if you were rich, like I'm just assuming we would be rich.
the condition is you have to drink one of these every time I see you.
Worth it.
It'd be worth it at that point. Yeah.
You'd be 50 pounds heavier, but you'd be rich.
That's fine.
All right. What about $500?
I'd be making sure to drive to your house every day.
You just wouldn't even work. Your work would be driving to my house and drinking a soda.
I mean, that's enough for all my payments and like.
It's $5,000 a day. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. You said every time I see you. So.
Jeez.
I'm just hiding from John.
I don't even drive home. I just like get in my car and wait till the next day.
He just sleeps on the couch and he wakes up and wakes me up in the middle of the night to drink one.
I'm ready. Give me my medicine. Okay, what was your next question?
$500 for that? For a bottle?
Why? When you just agreed to 5,000?
Yeah, I'm trying to see the lowest amount you're going.
I'm not going lower than that now.
Why-
I know my starting price. If anything, like I'll start charging more.
What about you? You liked it.
I liked it, but it's still a 2 because it's too sweet.
Yeah, it's too sweet. A 2, but too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Totally random story.
Okay.
I had some Thai curry the other day,
Yeah.
and it was like the most interesting experience ever, because it's supposed to be spicy.
Yeah.
Like we got spicy curry, and like the taste wasn't spicy. The taste was sweet,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but I could feel the spice on my tongue, which was really weird. Like
Yeah.
it was very like I couldn't stop.
Was it
Yeah.
a yellow curry?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a yellow curry before. It's a very interesting
Mhm.
like flavor.
Yeah, I like Thai curry. They got multiple layers to it. They got the
Mhm.
sweetness up front, and then it builds up the heat.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Where'd you go?
We just found some place on DoorDash.
Oh, okay.
I can look it up real quick.
Do they give you a choice of spiciness, like what level, or are you just like spicy?
Spicy.
Okay.
Golden Thai Kitchen.
Golden Thai Kitchen.
It was yeah, it's pretty good.
Out of 5 stars,
Oh, so we got some curry, and then we got some noodles. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the names. I really like the noodles more,
Yeah, yeah.
and Joyce normally like it's like tofu noodles, tofu with instead of like actual meat.
Shrimp
And-
or chicken?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so that was really good. Like that was like a 5 out of 5. I would eat that again.
Like pad thai or pad see ew or
that one, yeah.
pad see ew?
Mm-hmm. And then the curry, like I didn't eat much of it. Like I just was trying it. I would have given it a 4. It was pretty good actually.
With rice or
Yeah,
with...
it was with rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and chicken.
The only tofu experience I've ever had, they did not prepare it well. And
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't
what
good.
you mentioned before.
Yeah, wasn't good. So I don't know. I just try to stick to my animal proteins. But
But I think, yeah, if you do want to eat less red meat, then tofu is a good replacement.
oh no, if I could, I would eat like 80% of my diet would be red meat,
Yeah.
like a lot of red
You
meat.
sound like my coworker.
Yeah, like it's some people like it really works for them.
Mm-hmm.
From what I hear,
And for others, it's just
it's
red
not good
meat
for them.
is
Yeah,
terrible for them.
so it just depends on your
yeah.
Body.
body.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like the more meat I eat, the better I feel. Yeah. So they just turn into like a dinosaur. Just go around eating cows.
Good old cars.
Cars made of meat. Horses.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into our saw that tip. 6-word summary of the movie. Go ahead, Albert. Do you have one for both or?
I've got one for both.
One for
Nice.
each. One for each or one for
I've got one total.
one total. Okay.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay. That's my fault.
One for both of them.
I asked a loaded question, I guess.
Beetlejuice should stay in the 80s.
Okay.
I think the first movie is a product of the 80s.
Yeah.
The second movie did, I think, a decent job of trying to replicate that feel,
Yeah.
especially with the score with Danny Elfman coming back for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like that in the first sequence. But I think the multiple side stories
Oh yeah.
and I think mostly the multiple side stories and how they conclude them in the movie just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, they Spider-Man 3 that shit. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Which Spider-Man 3?
The bad one with Toby?
Oh, okay.
But the what's better than Tom Holland? No, kidding.
But yeah, maybe it's not. Yeah, it's just either modern movie making or it's just Tim Burton feeling rushed or a script that felt rushed toward the end.
Yeah, they had literally over 30 years to figure out how to make this work. That's what sucks. 30 plus
That
years.
reminds me.
But I don't know if this was, I'm guessing, a script not fully written by Tim Burton, whether it was a team,
Studio interference.
studio interference,
Because-
or
Based on the title, we're
I-
getting a third one.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
assuming
yeah, but when? So
30
see.
years from now when Michael Keaton's CGI construct.
Well, half the actors would probably be passed, but
Yeah, everyone would be AI.
I don't think we need half the actors anymore.
right.
They're all
it's-
dead,
I mean, yeah.
except for
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the gist of my feelings about the movies.
Yeah.
mine is boring juice, boring juice, boring juice.
Okay.
Boring juice.
Juice,
boring,
boring
juice.
juice,
boring
boring
juice.
juice.
Oh, now you manifested. Now you gotta walk. Now you forever live with this demon.
It'd be pretty
Yeah,
boring.
that's why he has to drink this every day.
For $5,000. The first one was really boring.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't enjoy it at all. Like it was a movie. It had a beginning and an end, and that was about it.
Yeah, the middle is. I think you have to be young enough to watch this to feel more nostalgic about it.
Maybe, and then this like second one. Okay, I don't know. I was in a theater yesterday, and there was actually quite a bit of people.
Yeah,
in my theater.
This is only the second weekend that we watched it.
But I went at like 11:30, so I wasn't really expecting too many people.
Like 11:30, like
In
right
the
before
morning.
noon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting too much people, but then there was a lot of people, and everyone's laughing at these jokes, and I'm just like, that's
It's
a
not
dumb,
funny.
Yeah, it's not funny at all.
For me, everyone around me was the older crowd, and this was like it was a 4 o'clock
the
showing.
guys next to me were like my age, laughing, and I was
Dang,
just like,
45.
I hate you.
These
Yeah,
old.
I'm not 45. I'm 31 still. Okay.
When he was 15, I was barely born, and we were best friends.
Whoa, red flag.
Anyway.
Just kidding.
Anyway.
But they were your age, like,
Yeah,
and that
and
was
they
that
were-
the main
I
audience?
felt like it was a mixture. It was a mixture of like there was some kids there.
Mm-hmm.
There was people my age, and then I didn't really see too many people older than me.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, this movie was like it was an hour 45, but it felt like a long.
Felt longer, like half an hour longer than it
Yeah,
actually
like the
was.
jokes just weren't funny. I was just like at one point I was like, man, I want to walk out. Like if I didn't have to record a podcast for this, I would have left.
Hey, if you feel like it deserves a score of a 1, I would just walk out and just be like, you worked out an Alien? You'd rather watch Alien or this if you could handle it. Like, Alien was a better movie. I
Alien
feel
was
like.
a better movie.
Yeah,
I just
but-
couldn't handle the gore.
Yeah.
And like Albert said, there's just like a lot of subplots going on that just like don't
Yeah.
really have good conclusions to them.
No.
Like they, for whatever reason, build up this the Dolores, and yeah, it was just like she was gone. She was there. She'd show up every now and then,
Barely.
doing some bad guy
Some
stuff.
I mean, she does
sucking.
some
rep-
soul sucking.
she does some
sucked a suckle.
repetitive things. It just
Yeah.
shows
And
up,
then-
sucks a guy,
Yeah, shows up. Sucks
That was
a
the
guy,
best part.
and then gone.
and then leaves,
I downloaded the wrong Beetlejuice movie.
and then dies, and then oh well. Spoiler alert.
And yeah, then it was over.
So wait, which one did you like more?
I think I like this one a little bit more
The new one?
because yeah,
Okay.
because like I don't know, like never mind.
What?
It's a dumb reason to like this movie.
No, it's not a dumb reason.
Take
The lady that has stitches on her is prettier than all the rest of the ladies. Is that a dumber reason than what you thought?
It's the other person.
it's a different person for me.
Oh, Jenna?
Yeah, I like. Okay, I don't know what it is, but she's oddly attractive.
I think she's thoroughly overhyped.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Very overhyped.
But
yeah.
she has like an odd attraction to her. Not like she's. I don't know.
I don't think it's odd.
I understand why people think she is attractive, but she's definitely not attractive for me. But then again, I like Minnie Driver, so I'm weird. So
Yeah, you are. Weird. I don't. Whenever you talk about taste in women, I just don't really like. It's like whatever. His opinion doesn't matter.
okay, Mrs. For Lawrence Pugh, whatever.
I think conventionally, liking Florence Pugh isn't weird
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
as
just,
far as attraction goes.
I'm heightism. What is it?
Heightist.
Heightist? I'm a heightist,
I don't know.
I guess. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't like dating shorter women. I don't know. It's like kind of like how women don't like dating short guys, but I don't like dating short women.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why John's confused, but
Because I've seen him date shorter women.
I know, but I didn't.
he didn't. End
I didn't
up
like
with
him. No, I'm just kidding.
them for some reason, and now he knows.
I learned that about myself. I just don't like short women. That's not really the reason why we broke up, but it's, it might be part of it.
Is the common denominator?
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
You saw that stuff? Did you do it?
I haven't done mine yet.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, I got 2 salad sips, one for each. Not one for both.
Okay.
All right, so here's my first one for Beetlejuice. I understand the cult classic effect. I understand why people like this movie,
Mm-hmm.
but for me, I don't really like it. I don't care for it.
Okay.
And then the second movie, Beetlejuice is messy, juggling a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it even less because I just felt like
It always sounds so weird when Jesse swears.
shit.
It's like he has to build it up just to get it out.
Yeah, I had to like do a little bit of chakra like building up before I
Okay.
release it. Shit no jutsu.
It just doesn't sound natural coming from your mouth.
It's not natural.
Yeah.
It's only natural when I don't think about it. When I'm like driving and someone cuts me off, I'm like, ah!
Huh. Well, okay.
I never really grew up cursing, but I curse a decent amount now.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
thank you.
Sure. Okay, let's go ahead and rate these movies out of 10.
Beatles?
Beatles, I guess, with juice.
Mm.
Go ahead, Albert.
I think I'm giving the first one a 6, the second one a 5.
5, eh?
Yep.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Me? Want me to go
Why
first?
don't you go first?
Okay. I think the first one I would give a 5. And the second one I would give probably a 3. Like you were saying, a lot of the people in your theater seemed to laugh at the jokes. Same with mine. People were just laughing. I was sitting like, am I the weird one here? Or is everyone just like, their expectation for movies is like dropped a lot?
What is that effect called when you're in like a group and
Mhm.
Imposter syndrome?
yeah,
No.
maybe
No, not imposter syndrome. That's something else.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But you, like in a group, you're feeling the more general same emotion, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Don't know what it is, but
I forget what it's.
I know the
called, but
concept.
yeah, and just sitting there, I felt the same way. I felt very awkward with the two guys like laughing next to me that were my age, and then everyone else is laughing, and I'm just there like, can this be over with?
Am I the special one? Like,
did I
what's
turn into
going on?
Jesse? What's going on? I'm looking at my hands like, am I real?
Am I turning into a ghost? I mean, that's why I kind of like don't like going to comedy shows because I'm scared of not laughing at their joke, and I'm like one of the few or only person not laughing at something when everyone else is.
Yeah.
And there's like a person that can see me versus.
Boo, you suck!
Well, I'm not gonna do that, but
I brought these tomatoes for a reason.
yeah.
You just gotta go to them, and then if you don't like them, you just know, oh, I'm not gonna see that person again.
I mean, I know, but also I don't want to spend that money if I don't laugh at a lot of stuff out loud. It's just not me, so.
You're just gonna have someone there tickling you every time you're supposed to laugh.
No, that just makes me uncomfortable. It doesn't make me laugh.
Anyway, I'm gonna give the first one a 3
Mm.
Oh,
because it was a movie, it had a beginning and it had an end, and then I'm gonna give the second one a 3.1.
oh,
Wow.
it was a movie at a beginning and an end, and then a cute girl,
Yeah,
an awkwardly cute girl,
awkwardly
like
Gives it
Emma
a 0.1.
Stone, Emma Stone vibes.
No googly eyes, just
She does have some googly eyes and like a Jay Leno chin. Like
it's the chin that's like
Yeah.
that throws me off.
yeah, you feel like you're talking to a late night talk
She
show host.
belongs in horror movies.
She can beat the monster up with her chin.
Like no, like because she's also Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wednesday
She
Addams.
just like she just looks like should belongs in that type of movie. Like her and Tim Burton should work a lot together.
Well, I wouldn't see her because I don't really care for his movies, so that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't really ask, but thanks for telling.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, these movies sucked. I don't understand. I don't understand the appeal.
It's just how it is with some directors. Like people enjoy their style or they don't, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel he's definitely built up a style, and it's very distinguishable. He does Edward Scissorhands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he does movies like that, and I feel like they're very gothic, or they're dark, or they're like kooky in a weird way.
Yep.
And if you don't like that style, then you probably won't like his other stuff. And that's how some directors are. They're very like
yeah. I mean, I think that's most directors. They have
Yeah.
a style that they stick to.
yeah. It's like a Michael Bay effect, or like Wes Anderson, or I almost said Tintin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino.
Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah, just like they all have their style, and if you don't like it, then you
Uh-huh.
might not like his other stuff. But
Nope.
that's just how most directors work. Unless you get like a one-hit wonder director. Can't think of any off the top of my head that made like just one like great movie, and then the rest were like meh. Can't think of any directors like that.
All right, moving on, John.
I thought you guys were
Any
talking
characters that you want to go through?
I'm gonna go through them all.
Yeah.
All right. So the first couple are from both movies. You have Michael Keaton playing
Batman.
Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Winona Ryder playing Lydia Dietz. Catherine O'Hara playing Delilah Dietz. These are from the first movie. Alec Baldwin plays Adam. Gina Davis plays Barbara. They were the couple that were turned into ghosts.
Goose.
Glenn Shaddix playing Otho. He was the evil
seller guy.
Huh?
Designer.
Fashion designer?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. Jeffrey Jones plays Charles Dietz.
That's about it, right?
Yeah, that's the first movie. Second movie, only characters. You have Jenna Ortega playing Astra Dietz. Willem Dafoe playing Wolf Jackson. Justin Theroux playing Rory, who's the scandalous
The artist guy?
Yeah, that's she's gonna get married to.
Yeah.
1 second. Arthur Conti playing Jeremy Fraser. He was the boy that Astrid liked that ended up being a ghost. And then
Spoilers.
Yeah,
But I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever. I don't care if I spoil this movie.
You can kind of see that from like a mile away, but
Even if I could, I didn't
Yeah.
care. Monica
that's my thought.
Monica Bellucci playing Dolores. So yeah, that's the second movie. And we can go ahead and talk to this about these movies. Likes,
Have a
dislikes,
seance to talk to the demon?
anything in
Beetlejuice.
between.
Beetlejuice.
We can talk about the first one first. I feel like there's not a lot for me to say. So
Not for the first. I think I'll do mostly comparisons. So
Mm.
I don't need to. I don't think I'm gonna really talk about.
we can do that too. Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, at least for the first one, I think what I liked more about it versus the second one was the charm of figuring out what the rules are, learning with the couples, learning with the couples at the same time as they learn it.
Yeah.
We don't get that same charm with the second movie, so they have to figure out how to either lead a new audience in watching Beetlejuice, or at the same time trying to keep the old audience from getting bored.
Yeah.
And that's how they end up with like 3 different plots
Yeah.
and trying to hand wave Charlie being dead and gone. So,
Yeah. What plot would you get rid of if you could get rid of one of these plots that was just
The Dolores stuff.
most unnecessary? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, there's no need.
Yeah.
I think they needed a big bad that wasn't Beetlejuice again.
yeah.
But
They could have had it with the Ghost
boy.
boy.
Yeah.
Like that could have been the thing.
That's two villains, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they ended up doing the same thing that they did with the first one, where they're getting married and then.
Right.
Yeah. The best scene of the second movie was the dancing like musical number at the end. That was like, this is the most like the only really enjoyable scene I had in the movie, and then the rest was kind of like, man.
I feel like it lingered too much though.
I feel it lingered, and they're just doing a copycat from the first movie.
Yeah.
So I felt like,
Yeah,
man,
well,
that was-
I had seen the first movie. I watched the second one first. And I watched
Oh.
the first one. So I enjoyed both of the like musical kind of thing, musical kind of scenes in there. But
Mhm.
the second one, I don't know, it just hit me a little bit harder. But it definitely wasn't the Morbius level like dance number. I was waiting for it to bump it down, but it never did.
Okay.
Never did.
I'm trying to remember. In the second one, there was like one point where it got like a audible like out of me.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was though. It must not have been.
It was something that Michael Keaton probably said, I'm assuming.
Maybe.
Because he says something like really quickly, and I can't remember what it was. And I was like, some of the stuff that he does, that he's like being a little pervert. And then I'm just like, ah, man, a good old Beetlejuice, even though I haven't seen the first one. But
You got some fake nostalgia with you.
I'm just assuming that's how the character
And
always
that's,
said
that's
that.
probably imposter syndrome, right?
But then I watched the first one, and it's just like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna just go along and assume that this is how he's always been for that.
Okay. You're probably not wrong. Whatever that moment was, then.
I don't remember, man. Like, I think I was just so ready to get out of the second movie, out of the theater, that it just doesn't. It didn't stick with me.
Yeah. Did you watch the first one before going to the second
I
one?
watched the first one
Okay.
Friday night, and then I watched this one yesterday at 11:30.
Okay. And when did you watch both?
Sometime midweek this week for the first one.
For the first one?
Mm-hmm. And then the
Okay.
second one. And then I wanted to rewatch some stuff last night, so that's
Okay.
what I did.
Okay.
Tried interrupting you.
Yeah.
But I watched the second one yesterday.
Okay. I did a lot of movie watching. I've seen Beetlejuice, and then my uncle and his wife invited me to go see Am I Racist? So I went to go see that. And then I went to go see, and then I watched Beetlejuice 1 at home. So I did a lot of movie watching.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite movie out of those three was Am I a Racist? Definitely laughed the hardest out of
Okay.
all of them. But
We'll talk about that later.
yeah, definitely my style of humor.
Okay.
And my family and cousins and uncle, they all enjoyed it. And it was like 50-year-old kids. Wait, my uncle was a kid. 50-year-old kids to like 13-year-old kids. So
Okay.
it was very interesting to see that. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really, like you said, there's not really a lot to talk about in the first one. I feel like it's very basic. Like, people die, they come back as ghosts, they try to scare these people away. They have to
Mhm.
deal with all the bureaucracy of dying or
Mhm.
whatever that is, and then they try to essentially get help from Beetlejuice, and it
Yeah.
just messes everything up. It's pretty simple.
It's pretty family friendly-ish way to go
Yeah.
about having comedy about death.
Yeah. For it being PG, they said the F word and shit. It was crazy. Like,
Times
that's
have
how,
changed.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
And now we got PG-13. I think they just said one F-bomb, and that was it.
And they bleeped it.
And no, there was F-bomb, and then they bleeped it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. In the second one.
Oh,
So they
yeah.
used up their one F-bomb, and then they tried using it again. They had to bleep it. So
Gotcha.
I think the bleep was intentional.
it was definitely, yeah.
But he also says that in the trailer, so spoilers.
Yeah. But like the first one's so simple that it's kind of boring, and the second one is just so complicated with Dolores. You got the ghost boy, you got the dead father, you got
Mhm.
the fisherman, like you get, or the shark guy,
the,
like
the dead dad and then
Dead
the
dad.
dead grandpa.
Yeah. And I was like, there's so many people I'm trying to keep track of, and I feel like none of them really matter.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think if they stuck with maybe two of them, like if the Jenna's
And then
Jenna's-
Rory also trying to get with Lydia.
Oh yeah,
And
and
they
then there's
keep
that too.
and they keep going back to Willem Dafoe's like cop
Oh.
thing stuff too. And I think that's where I probably got
That's
the
probably
chuckle.
where the chuckle
yeah,
is from.
He's pretty funny in this.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
The dead actor who turned a detective
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
charge of the police department. Yeah, commissioner. There you go.
Yeah.
And there's the lady always giving him a cup of coffee for him to squish in his hands.
Yeah. That's probably where the laugh was. And
Yeah.
I might have laughed once at him and once at Beetlejuice.
Uh-huh.
I think
But-
I laughed at him.
But at the end, he does nothing because he just gets frozen, and then he still does nothing. So
Yeah.
his character's also pointless.
He's also pointless. Like it should have been a story between is it Astrid
Yeah.
Astrid and her mom, and finding her dad, and then her boyfriend. It should have been Astrid's story with the supporting cast
Mm-hmm.
instead of like
I
Beetlejuice.
thought she was going to be
Astrid.
the one that was dead.
You thought so? That would have been
Like-
interesting.
Like she was the one that's dead, and they were going to like use the spell or something to bring her back to life.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because she hit the tree pretty hard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the story is struggling with Astrid being the main character and Lydia being the main character. But she hit that sideways.
It was a chin that saved
She
her.
didn't need a helmet.
She didn't need ice or anything. She took it on the chin.
But yeah, the story struggled.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
most of the charm for me with the second one was keeping the sandworm stop motion animated like the first one.
Yeah.
Just a little refined, but still you could still notice it.
Was it stop motion or was it CGI in the style of stop motion?
Regardless,
yeah.
either way,
It
there's
was
that
very similar.
Yeah.
there's that charm. Maybe it's Lego movie style and it's animated like that,
Yeah.
like CGI animated,
Yeah,
but
like
it was
on-
the charm was still there for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I should have watched the first one before watching the second one for me to really understand some of the references and the art style choices, but
Mhm.
it just didn't work out that way. And
Mhm.
I'm surprised that my wife went to go see this movie in theaters with me, and she enjoyed it. So I'm glad that she enjoyed it.
What might have been her problem, you think, then, about not watching it?
What do you mean?
You said you were surprised that she went to watch it with you.
Oh, she's just really tired.
Oh, okay.
She's really tired right now.
Oh, okay.
Exhausted. So,
Yeah.
I asked her. I always ask her, "You want to go see it?" And then she'll be like, "Oh, I don't know. Depends on how tired I am." I said,
Mhm.
"Okay, do you want to see it? I'll get the tickets tonight."
Mhm.
She goes, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, let's go." So we went to go see it.
Okay.
I had to pay for dinner, so we didn't have to cook, but
Yeah.
we made it work.
Yeah. I mean, I liked Johnny Elfman's music coming back.
Yeah,
It's like similar theme, but with a, like more depth to the music, which at least in the beginning, long crawl,
yeah,
which I like that charm too.
yeah. The model.
The model
Still.
with the camera panning and zoom, like flying through the town,
Yeah.
just like the first one.
Better flying effects, better zooming in, going to
Mhm.
the windows to an actual person as opposed to. They don't do that in the first one. They just kind of go up to the house and then, I don't know if they fade into the two characters or I don't remember them like
Yeah,
compositing someone in the window. I don't remember that,
I
but
don't remember either, but I mean the second one did well too.
yeah. I like the more practical approach in the first one because it's 88. I don't know if CGI is even useful at that point. It's very like rudimentary.
Mm-hmm.
If like for the most expensive movies, it's being used for at that point. But I like the claymation. I like the practical, like when they stretch their face and they do like a
Mhm.
big nose, and then he goes back a step. His nose is all still big and rubbery and
That
stuff.
was a good laugh.
Yeah, that was a funny one. I feel like the humor in the first movie is definitely better than in the new one, but I don't know why I just didn't laugh
As much.
and everyone seemed to like just be laughing in the theater. I don't know. I feel like we just gotten Fast and Furious and like Transformers and people's like expectations of the movies. Oh, this is good enough. Like,
MCUs.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
stuff, yeah.
only last month there was Deadpool, and I think that got a lot of good laughs too.
oh yeah, but that one, I feel like that one earned its laughs.
But then what made this one still had people laughing?
Maybe just laugh at everything. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Leave in the comments below if you've seen this movie. Like, how did your theater react? How did you react to this movie? Because I feel like, I don't know, we just missed something, or whatever the key ingredient in the first one was. At least for me and Albert, there was no key ingredient for you. The chin was missing. I don't know what it was, but we just missed it.
Okay.
uh,
I feel it's been a long time, you guys. I miss you guys.
Yeah.
it's been a while.
It's only been 2 weeks.
It feels longer.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't seen each other since California.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. What did we record last time?
Twister.
Oh no, aliens. Aliens?
Aliens and
Twister.
Twister, same day.
Twisters. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does feel like a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, like all I can think of is like, I feel like, obviously my rating is more of a trolley than anything. I feel like you guys were saying in the first movie how they're establishing rules and stuff, and I feel to an extent the second one just kind of moves away from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they had mentioned some of the stuff like the being able to switch spots with a living person, or
Yeah.
I feel like it all would have made this movie a little bit better, but I don't know. It just seems like they wanted to make a second Beetlejuice, so they decided to break some of their own rules and just
Yeah.
come up with like a really bogus story. And I felt like Dolores. We've said it already. I felt like she just didn't need to be in this movie at all.
I think that's Tim Burton's girlfriend or something, and so he throws her into everything right now. It used to be what's her name? Helena?
Mm-hmm.
That was his girlfriend, so it's kind of like Taika Waititi and his girlfriend that he throws in everything. I think
I mean, that's
keep your
cool.
girlfriends out of the movies, and then you'll have one less boring character.
I think it's cool to do stuff like that, but she didn't need to be a main plot point,
Yeah.
or well,
A plot point at
a
all.
plot point at all. Yeah, like she could have just shown up here and there, like having Beetlejuice. Like it just kind of, I don't know, breaks the reality of it where he's from Italy and she's a soul sucker, and
Yeah.
like I like that like mystery about him more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the setup for that flashback where he starts basically
so
opera,
That
and
was so annoying to me.
I mean I like that funny random charm of let's go into
Yeah.
opera,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but past that it just falls flat because of there's so many angles and bad guys that are chasing either Beetlejuice or mostly Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Because Astrid didn't have much of a bad guy until
Bad guys and good guys, because
Yeah.
Wolf Jackson and them were chasing him the whole time.
right, and there's no real consequences there.
No,
So-
there really wasn't.
So in the first movie, Beetlejuice is going to be married to Lydia's
Yeah.
character
At the very end.
At the very
In
end.
the third act.
in the third act, and he says something. He fourth wall breaks or something, or he turns
Uh-huh.
away. I think he turns away. He doesn't talk to us, but he's saying like, "Oh, I had to promise myself I was only going to do this once." And I felt
Yeah.
like, wait, is he saying like this is the second time, or
Yeah.
he was going to mean it the first time?
It could be interpreted
Could
either
be
way.
Either way, right?
In the
So-
first movie, like without watching the second movie, it could be interpreted either way.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, maybe that they took that one line from the first movie and they're like, okay, we got a villain for the second movie. The tiniest little line. But it was like, okay. Or it was like, oh, I should have, like, I meant to really mean it, when I got married and she doesn't exist or isn't mentioned at all.
I mean, I feel that's the looser way to take it because he just wants to get married so that
he can break.
he can break out.
You break out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And oh man, I had one other point I was gonna bring up, but
But yeah, the first movie ends just as abruptly. So
yeah,
Why are they trying to scare the family? Is it just?
just because they don't like that family and they
Have
would
to
rather
share the
either have an
house.
empty house or a house that are
People
similar
appreciate it.
to them.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Kind of selfish, I guess, for a ghost.
I mean, they're
Like,
dead. What do they
yeah,
care?
yeah,
Yeah.
like they're. Yeah, that's true. But like, you had your time. Should have been paying attention to the road instead of. What were they doing when they didn't see the dog?
They were driving, but they were kind of not arguing, but talking back and forth.
Yeah, like not to say that people who don't pay attention on the road should die, but I'm just saying like pay attention so you don't die.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't have their time. They had an accident.
Yeah, I get well. Yeah, newlyweds, or were they? They were newlyweds.
They were on vacation.
They're on vacation.
It's not exactly said how long they've been married.
Okay.
We're talking about having a family.
Yeah. So I would assume it's relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Sure.
assuming that. Yeah.
But still, they were on vacation and they were just trying to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is that it?
That's it for me. Like,
I mean, yeah, the first movie, both movies end pretty abruptly.
Yeah.
For the second movie, it's just a bunch of plot points coming to an end really quickly.
Yeah. So what happens
Yeah.
in Beetlejuice?
don't care.
You don't care? Are we not watching that one?
I mean, if we really have to.
Well, if that's 20 to 30 years from now, I don't know. That's
Yeah. There's in a deep fake Michael Keaton's face on new CGI body.
What? Am I just like out of the loop with why they just decided to not include the grandfather in this one?
from what I've read, and I watched a Red Letter Media video on it.
Because he's alive. He's not actually dead.
Right.
Jeffrey Jones.
Some
Legal troubles?
I don't know if you want to mute this stuff or like cut it out. Sexual assault stuff with kids.
Mm.
So
Good reason to keep him out.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cut his face off.
yeah, and
Cut
then
his face off?
The shark bite.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then there was alleged stuff with Danny Elfman as well. Settled out of court, but alleged.
I feel like it's true. I don't know. Like that's the thing. You don't know. Like if people are doing stuff because they know they're rich and they have money to get a chunk of that or to get famous or whatever. Like it's hard because you want to believe the person
Mm-hmm.
who is bringing these claims to light, but then you also the celebrities probably have to deal with this on a pretty consistent basis, even if nothing has been done, just
Right.
because they're rich.
Because people want money
These
from
people
them.
want money, and they haven't done anything to get that money. They haven't
Yeah,
worked for it. So
yeah.
I feel like it's hard. I both ways is
Yeah, because
Eh.
most of the time you want to trust that they are a victim.
yeah,
Right?
you want to, because you don't want to ignore anyone who's actually gone through trauma or something like that. But then you don't want to keep bombarding the celebrities who
Or
already have
really
paparazzi.
anyone, but yes.
Yeah. But it's difficult.
Mhm.
Situations are kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, that's why Charlie, I think, is the main reason why he's been out of the movie. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sad thing. Just
Be a horrible human being.
don't be a horrible human, but I think when you get money and you get power and you just do some crazy stuff, or you get blackmailed to do stuff, so you have blackmail on other people, and it gets really dark really fast.
But yeah, so I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Abrupt ending.
Just cut the podcast off right here. We don't even get into our.
Yeah, just say end podcast 3 times.
End podcast.
Home.
As fast as ever. All right, drugs and plugs. And then just cut it right. Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Like, share. Let us know how you guys feel about Beetlejuice. Are you part of... Oh, the thing I was going to say.
What?
I would rather... I mean, I've been on record saying I actually like this movie. I would rather watch Rocky Horror Picture Show than this movie.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Tim Curry, best actor of all time. But yeah, it's just more fun with that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know about the second one. What they do?
I'd rather watch a sequel for that.
You really watch the sequel for that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched it one time and I don't remember hating it. It's just not as
do have a
good.
sequel.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, wow.
They do.
Didn't I was just saying that.
And they both of these do have musicals too. Like there's plays for them as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
I mean, a musical should be written as a musical, not a random
yeah,
movie with a song in it.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. This has been the Legendary Ship Podcast. And join us next time for...
What?
We'll figure it out, I guess.
Wait, hold on. There might be a movie I do want to watch.
There's
Hang
a
on.
movie Albert wants to watch.
Is it in theaters?
Joker is coming out soon-ish or already out?
No, Joker's not already out. Joker's coming out the 4th of October.
Oh, okay, never mind. Not that soon.
Oh, did you see Whiplash is being re-released in theaters?
I saw Princess Mononoke
No, I
in
didn't.
theaters yesterday.
10-year anniversary.
My
My uncle has never seen it before.
Fuck me
What?
then.
My uncle's never seen Whiplash, and they seen the trailer for it, and they were like, "That looks so good." I'm like, easily in my top 20 best movies of all time. Was Whiplash on my top 10? I feel like it was.
maybe top 10 for the year.
I feel like of all time was I
Did we
mean,
ever do an all-time list? Oh, we did.
yeah, we did an all-time list. I'm pretty sure Whiplash was on there for
I'm
me.
pretty sure it was too. I remember.
Okay, never mind. I wasn't too interested in some of the stuff that's currently out.
We'll figure it out.
Never mind. Yep, figure it out.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Why? Oh, there was good trailers for at least.
Okay, we're not done.
Sorry, we can end it now.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.